Alright YouTube, today we're going to try and do something that I used to do before I had a welder. I used to do these with the soldering iron. It was a real pain in the butt with soldering iron, but I'm going to just do it with tack welds real quick. And then we're going to try and transfer it to something bigger. This is going to be just simple. This is something anyone can do. I picked these up at Goodwill, just a bundle of silverware. I think they're just matching knives. And these from a garage sale. I got a whole bag of them, I think for $1. I used some of them in the last table build. So I'll start with these and we'll move up. Alright, so you're going to take 6 of the horseshoe nails, you're going to weld them together end to end. You're going to take these two, pretty much overlap them with the littlest amount of overlap you can, point to point. These two you're going to leave just exactly, same length. They're going to be your legs. This you're going to leave, a little longer, because you're going to want it longer. It's going to be the body. It's going to be the body. So, that's what you want, right? Give it a little more overlap on those two. Alright, then you're going to take 2 more of the horseshoe nails. I've already trimmed one of them. You're going to trim it just below the fat part of the head. Just use some dikes, wire cutters, whatever you want to call it. Sorry, I'm a construction worker. We've all called them dikes. They're, not an insult to anyone, nothing like that. It's just what they've always been called. These are my cheapies. My good ones, well, they're up on the crane. Sorry. Use Kleins on the crane. So, anyway, so we'll cut that other one. Then after we cut them, they're going to go end to end where it would have been fat end to fat end. Anyway, you get the point. I should have taken off my other glove. That's the point. And I didn't. So they will go end to end where the pointy end is out on those. So that's where we're at right now. And then I got to get my pliers out, which I don't have out. Alright, so when you're welding these, don't do like I did and screw it up and weld the legs here to the body sideways as other legs. Or you'll be making new ones. I gotta level with it. I mess up all the time because I'm always setting them down, grabbing the camera, doing this, doing that. But I think that's kind of part of the reason a lot of people watch my camera, my videos, because I mess up all the time and it makes you feel better that you do it. Or you just like laughing at me because I'm a dumbass. The other thing I did was not pay attention to which way the horseshoe nails were facing. Anyway, see, that's why I leave a hole there. So... Anyway, we're going to start that over. I already got these welded back together. Got in a rush on the size of tack welds I was doing and got the grinder out and fixed that. So, if anyone was curious, I made the legs 3 inches, the body 3.5 inches. Now you know which size I went with that. So, we will take and try this again. Body upside down. Legs here. We're going to go for about 1/4 inch. I bet you, right? Let's see. We're going to go about 1/4 inch there. Oh yeah, 1/2 inch. And we're going to go a little more in the front because I'm going to show you why in a little bit. We're going to go about a little more in the front there, and there's a reason for that, because that's where we're going to bend the face at. So the front is going to be more of 1 inch. Okay, so about 1/2 inch there, about 1 inch there. I can't really see because the back of my camera disappeared. To see if we can get it with tape. No, I guess I need my fingers for the back of the GoPro. So anyway, that's where we're at. I'm going to go ahead, tack weld here, tack weld here. I got these facing the right direction. I got the body in the right spot, the legs in the right spot. I'm going to shut this off. I'm going to tack weld that there, and I'll come back and I'll show you why we have it set up like that. So my memory was getting away from me. So you take the 2 more horseshoe nails and you don't cut the end off of them. I'm glad I remembered that. It was last minute, but I did. And you just kind of take your cheap pliers and put a little kink in them on each end. Alright, and however you choose to put them in, you take them over here to these little guy where you put your bends in them. And the bends you can kind of put however you choose. Alright, because the one end you make your little tail, the other end you make a little longer because that's where your head is. And give them a little snout. And then we bent our little legs however you want. If you bend them too long one end, you can rebend them. It's not too big of a deal. This horseshoe nail bends good. And you take your little horns you made, weld it on the bottom, soldered, whichever, if you're not a welder yet. I'm not much one, so it don't really matter. And take your little horns, put them on top, and then you're gonna have yourself a nice little cute little bull. Now we're gonna try it out with something else as well. We're gonna tack this little things on there. I don't know, maybe in the essence of people have been wanting shorter videos, less talking, I should call it a day. I'll be uploading the little metal rose video this weekend as well, which in my opinion turned out as a flop. Maybe some people like it, I don't know. I think maybe I'm just not happy with it because I used a template from someone else. But this little guy's cute. He's something I used to do before I had a welder, as I said. I don't know where I picked up the idea. Maybe I saw it as a kid in the shop. Who frickin' knows? But something I did for a while. Then I got a welder and started going with what Grandpa used to make. Maybe Grandpa used to make these. I don't know. Anyway, he's just a cute little guy. My buddy Lance has one that he's had in his car center console forever, but the soldering started coming apart, so I had to have a reason to make a new one. Therefore, video. I hope you liked it. I'll probably make one eventually of other things. I want to make a bigger one, but hope you enjoyed the video. This is something everyone can make. Make it out of soldering, make it out of super glue. Always upside down. Happy YouTubing, everybody.